Welcome to this Crystal 2.0 training video. You are currently in the Metadata Overview section, and in this video we will explain the Metadata filter, display, and search settings for Nuo New Client. This is the Crystal 2.0 structure, and here we will introduce the metadata system. So, what is the metadata filter? When raw transaction data is received from metadata systems, it must be filtered to make it comprehensible. So how do we set up the metadata filter? Click on Physical, Metadata Server, POS Device, POS Channel, Filter, for example. You can click on Filter to add a new filter, remove a filter, import a filter, or export a filter, name the metadata filter, and select the encoding option you want. Also, you can decide the transaction timeout period. For example, 10 seconds. If transaction data passes to the metadata server within 10 seconds, this transaction will end automatically. Here, you can set the data filter definition. You can choose to catch data from the server, or to clear data, import data, or to export data. For the data filter settings, you have two options. First, you can select a sentence and then click the icons for Start, End, Omit, Substitute, or change to a new line. When using the filter, you will need to add the start and end in your filter settings. Also, you can type directly in the filter configuration table to set the filter configuration. Nuo supports Plain Test, Wildcard, and Regular Express, a total of 3 match options. The filter settings will vary depending on the POS device used. Next, we go to Metadata Display. Below Metadata Display appears the monitor, displaying the location of the metadata sample string. You can move the metadata display sample as you wish. You can also select metadata OSD such as font, font size, bold, font color, font edge color, and background color. Next is the associated camera. You can select the associated camera from the combo box below. Once you select a camera device and enable the associated camera display, the metadata will display together with the device. You can view video and metadata information at the same time. Nuo offers 2 types of display timeout. One is clear transaction display after 10 seconds. When transaction information does not show up after 10 seconds, the system will clear the transaction display. The second is retain transaction display until next transaction comes. Having finished the filter and display settings, we can go to Live View to view the results. You can go to the content list and drag the metadata device directly into the grid. We have just selected one camera device and enabled the associated camera display. The metadata will display together with the device. Now, let's go to Metadata Display Playback. With Playback, we can view our results. As you can see on the playback, each transaction shows up one line after another. Once you finish the metadata settings, you can use the metadata search to search transactions efficiently. Doing a metadata search during playback, you can easily find the videos related to the keyword that you have entered in the metadata search. Here we go to Playback, Event List, and select Metadata Search. You can select Start Time, End Time, Source, and Criteria, Then type in the desired keyword and search the metadata. You can choose the keyword for the transaction you want and then double-click. By doing so, a pop-up window with video playback appears. The video will play the previous image first, then the event playback. For further information on the metadata filter, display and search settings, please visit the Nuo website at www.nuo.com.